Okay, to continue. I am the mighty presence who never becomes impatient nor discouraged at the long period in which the children of earth turn aside from the light, enjoying the sense activities until they become so repellent to them that with almost their last breath they cry aloud, "Oh God, save me." I cannot help but smile to myself as I wonder how some of you may think me a very crabby old fellow, but if so, one who has the courage to tell you the truth of your needs, that you may profit by it. When you come to know me better, you will not think me such an old crabby fellow after all. So long as the student has a questioning in the mind, he does not open himself to the truth of the instruction fully. If it is seen that it is worthwhile, determined entirely upon the upreaching of humanity to the light, then the natural rays are made permanent to the earth and placed within the centre. Yeah, you read that. I read that. I had to read that again. I'm going to read that again. If it is seen that it is worthwhile, determined entirely by the upreaching of humanity to the light, then the natural rays are made permanent to the earth and placed within the centre. The earth is composed of earth, water, and air. The rays are cosmic fire, interpenetrating all three other elements. The rays pass through the earth, and when they interlock, they so often soften and form this luminous substance of radiation and concentrated activity of the light. One ray enters the crust of the earth at a point just south of the centre of the Gobi Desert, and the other one enters just east of Lake Titicaca in the Andes Mountains. It is the largest lake in South America and the highest in the world. It was a point of very great importance centuries ago. These are the knolls that we've been shown about. These are the two most intense points of light in the earth. There is always a cosmic activity taking place at certain cycles, which may not be interfered with. The great cosmic laws are exact to the minutest detail, and there is no such thing as failure nor accident connected with them. A great change which takes quantities of people out of the body only takes them where they cannot fight for a while. In the World War, both sides hated the men they were sent against, and also the governments that sent them because of being sent. Never consider anything in the world but the great I Am presence, watch and govern your feeling, for if you do not, it will lead to a point where it will catch your unawareness. Many times the student who knows the law, when something comes up he or she is disappointed, should turn to the I Am presence immediately and ask what is to be done. But instead, he or she often holds the attention on the disappointment, and then it sometimes almost takes an earthquake to shake him or her loose from it. Isn't that the truth? Take the statement, the resistance must give way and the sight and hearing must come through. Take the firm statement, I am the presence of your perfect sight and hearing. To heal those conditions, each should take the statement, I am my perfect sight and hearing. The Arabian Nights tales, they originally came from the masters who gave them out as a veiled truth to help humanity, and those who believed them through faith received marvellous manifestations. In the beginning of these marvellous experiences, there must be faith to tide over until we maintain or manifest the reality, for faith is the sustaining power, and if we can keep it generated, it becomes reality. So this is the key. Before belief, you need faith. You need both. You need faith and belief, but you need faith to get you to belief, which then becomes manifest reality. Saint Germain, really puts this across very, very well. To continue, there are always the two activities of the law when you get deep enough into the action of it. They are first condensation and second etherealization. Go serenely along and do not let time, place, nor things interfere. The outer mind must be calm and steady, and the outer and inner will must become one. This is what Jesus says. This is what all the great masters say. The outer and the inner, the thought and the feelings, the mental and the emotional must become one. If the two become one, you'll say to the mountain, move, and it will move. Okay, so to continue. As the attention is fixed on it with firm determination, more and more of the inner operation is revealed until you can consciously manipulate it. Benediction. Presence of Meru, Nada, and the great ascended host, we give praise and thanks for thy radiant splendour, for thy wisdom, for thy substance, which thou art generating to make visible. We give praise and thanks that thy great wisdom and intelligence are one with the great I Am, which I Am, ever bringing more of itself forward into conscious action. We give praise and thanks that in the acknowledgement of the I Am presence, we have the key to all things visible and invisible. So yeah, this is just, first of all, we're finding out who Meru and where this is where the term Mount Meru came from. We're finding out who, of course, Himalaya, the great master Himalaya, and the Himalayan mountains were named after Himalaya, and Nada, with the Andes. So we're now, things are becoming clearer. Just some of these great ascended masters are becoming clearer. And I think that's an incredible discourse. Again, and we're good halfway through this book now. We're doing pretty good. I wasn't going to do this today, but I keep saying that, and I do it because it's just so. I get so much from it. My only prayer and my only wish is that you are all getting as much from this book as I am, and then it's putting these discourses into action to precipitate, to manifest whatever you desire. Whether that's, for me, is healing. That's the only thing I desire right now, healing. For you, it might be money, or a new job, or a wife, or a boyfriend, or husband. For some of you, it could just be a greater understanding of this incredible divine wisdom. And this is true wisdom. This is the knowledge of the wisdom. I've been shown that wisdom is knowledge in action in the outer expression. So there's divine wisdom and there's divine knowledge, but it's not true wisdom in action until you've manifested something from this incredible knowledge and incredible divine wisdom. So it's wisdom in action that we're all looking to receive from this, that we're all looking to get from this. Now there's a real treat that I didn't even realize. There's some beautiful paintings on these next 2 pages before Discourse 18, and they're by somebody called Charles Sindier. I think that's how you pronounce it, Sindier. So this is a depiction of the ascended. Of course, this wasn't, Yeshua the man, yet Jesus the man didn't look anything like this. Nothing like this. In fact, was Middle Eastern. Was a darker skin, colour, and was Middle Eastern, of course. But this is a depiction of his ascended state, So, and we have another one over here of the ascended master Saint Germain. And I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure whether this is ancient Hebrew. It doesn't even look like Hebrew. It looks like some kind of. This looks very similar to when I had several near-death experiences and left my body. This looks very similar to the coding that I saw within what we call reality. And of course, some would say, that's the Maltese cross. That's the Freemasons. No, these are ancient symbols that go back before the Freemasons, before time as we know it. This stands for the 4 cardinal directions, the 4 major elemental structures: fire, water, earth, air. This is the 4 cardinal directions. This stands for so many different things. And of course, if you look closely, each one's a triangle, triangle, trinity. You know, we keep getting given these words of holy, divine wisdom of all these different trinities. There's so many different trinities. Things go in 3s, 6s, and 9s always. Nikola Tesla said, the great genius of the early 19th century, said, if you want to know the secret to the universe, it is the numbers 3, 6, and 9, and it is vibration, frequency, and energy. And this is what these great ascended masters are teaching us continually. The same teachings. And I've been shown that Nikola Tesla was a 6th density ascended master himself. So this continues, but we've run out of time. But that's a good place to stop. Okay, namaste.